Offshore outsourcing, all that you need to know. Hello to all the curious minds out there, eager to take their businesses to new heights of glory. Today we are going to talk about offshore outsourcing and how to manage offshore businesses. We will be looking at both pros and cons of offshore outsourcing and how it can possibly be that one step puts you ahead of your competitors. Without further ado, let's get started. You must have heard the term outsourcing one's business. In simple words, outsourcing means contracting out your company's work to an outside company, usually as a cost-cutting measure. But it is an idea that is not universally accepted as a necessary good. In this video, we are going to show both the pros and cons of offshore outsourcing, and we'll leave it to you to decide what is best for your business. First of all, advantages of offshore outsourcing. Here are 3 reasons why offshore outsourcing can provide you with substantial advantage in a cutthroat business world. 1, you don't have to employ more people. Offshore outsourcing allows you to pay your contractees for the work they do, letting you avoid the sometimes lengthy process of vetting, hiring, and training new employees, and all the cost related to them. That can save you time and money. 2, access to a bigger talent pool. Offshore outsourcing allows you to access the global talent. Normally, businesses have to resign to whatever they have in local markets. That means compromising, sometimes on 1 or 2 crucial traits that you would like to see in your employees. Offshore outsourcing puts an end to this limitation. 3, lesser labor cost. Every year, almost 300,000 jobs are outsourced by the United States. That is because outsourcing allows American companies to get their work done at substantially lower costs, allowing them to avoid paying hefty sums to local American workers for the same work. Access to the global pool of workers allows companies to find the suitable person for the job at cheaper prices. This can give you an edge over your competitors that nobody can easily discard. Having talked about pros of offshore outsourcing, it's time to look at the other side and see the disadvantages of offshore outsourcing. 1, lesser control. Clearly, the control that you are accustomed to enjoying in a closed office setting would not be available when you outsource your business. That means giving up some control on your business to an outsider. You can, of course, give directions, but how they are accomplished and what shape the end products take has a lot to do with contractees. 2, communication problems. Mostly companies ignore to take into account the issues of communication when making a decision on outsourcing an offshore business. That can be a mistake. Differences in time zones, preferred methods of communication, access to resources, quality of those resources, etc., can crucially impact the efficiency of your business and can sometimes result in critical delays or wastage of time. 3, quality issues. The essence of outsourcing an offshore business is to get quality work done for cheaper cost. No business can afford to trade quality for price. Quality is simply uncompromisable. But when you outsource your offshore business, it is not always in your control. You can never be 100% sure that what you have in mind for your product has been conveyed in exactly that way to your employee sitting oceans apart. Having looked at the pros and cons of offshore outsourcing, let's move on to how to manage offshore companies. Imagine being at the office and overlooking employees to see if they are punctual, achieving their daily tasks, and following rules and regulations. Easy, right? What's difficult is doing the same for employees that are not right in front of your eyes, especially when there may be added challenges such as varying time zones and working hours, and the fact that managers are unable to physically monitor their employees. In this case, the most important thing that needs to be taken care of is the organization of business processes. This will help businesses streamline individual activities, making sure that resources are put to optimal use. All managers need to ensure that there is a proper workflow in order to make business processes easy for off-site employees and teams. Some tips to successfully manage your offshore business include: 1. Considering strong English language skills. English as the global language of business works to your advantage when creating offshore teams. English is the lingua franca of the business world, but it is not always easy to find rightly skilled people with equally good command on English language. That can create communication issues that can result in serious problems for your business. Therefore, make sure that people you hire can understand your language, unless you are ready to learn theirs. 2. Assigning team leaders. Team leaders manage daily operations in various locations your business is operating in. These team leaders understand local culture as well as other societal nuances, and are crucial for bridging the gap between two foreign societies and their work ethics. 3. Making your data secure with strong passwords. Cyber attacks are normal, and hardly anyone is completely immune. Even if the websites and data of the world's strongest governments get hacked, when you outsource your offshore company, you transfer a major chunk of your data to that company. If they get hacked or leaked, your data becomes extremely vulnerable. Various governments, particularly of the countries where outsourcing is a major source of income, are coming up with legislation to protect the confidentiality of information collected from clients and are trying to incorporate international privacy standards. It is advisable that you set up your secure site to which only contractors and employees can log into. That will allow the management to monitor the activity of the employees and maintain the necessary check. 4. Permitting telecommuting. Allowing remote employees to work from home eliminates overhead costs because there's no need to build or rent an office center. Wherever they're located, offshore teams use their own telephones and computers. The cost of maintaining a payroll department is absorbed by Upwork. Not only can this be cost-effective, working in a setting of their own choosing can also boost productivity. 5. Visiting offshore locations annually. And finally, the biggest goal for any company that chooses to outsource its offshore businesses is to make its overseas employees feel connected to the company. An annual visit to your remote offices can really help your employees to connect with you. You can also arrange for a short retreat to higher stations or resorts for your employees. Spending some fun time together can be an effective way to gel in the group members. Likewise, you can invite your overseas employees to visit your headquarters. Offshore outsourcing your business coupled with an art of knowing how to manage it can really allow you to outsmart your competitors and get your business a critical lead over your competitors. With strategic intelligence and a little help from technology, outsourcing can open a world of endless opportunities for your business. We hope this video provided you with some perspective on offshore outsourcing. Now it is your choice to determine what is best for your business.